Hello, YouTube. So we've got another month or so to wait until the Nintendo Switch 2 is out. So I thought it would be interesting to look at the official accessories which Nintendo are promoting. Down the line, we're obviously going to see some interesting third-party accessories which will probably be cheaper. But right now, let's focus on the Nintendo accessories, the official accessories. I'm going to give you my opinion on each of these accessories and whether I'm going to buy them. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Please do leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think about these accessories and whether you're going to buy them or whether you're planning on buying them for the Switch 2. Okay, I'll start off by just talking about the bundles. So these are the bundles which are available in the UK. The only difference between them is that the top version here comes with a digital version of Mario Kart World. But you can see that when you buy it, you get the Nintendo Switch 2 console, you get the Joy-Con 2, you get two Joy-Con 2 straps, you get the Nintendo Switch 2 dock, the Joy-Con 2 grip, the Switch 2 AC adapter, power, ultra high speed HDMI cable, and a leaflet. We're all in it for the leaflet. So that's the bundle. Obviously, you get Mario Kart World there as well. Okay, so this is the Nintendo store, and this is what they have listed right now as being the official Nintendo Switch 2 accessories. Maybe in a month or so, we're going to see more items added there, but at the time of recording, this is what we have. Okay, first accessory, Joy-Con 2 charging grip, which is what we see here. Attach the Joy-Con 2 controllers to the Joy-Con 2 charging grip. Okay, so the good thing about this is that you get this. When you buy the Nintendo Switch 2, you will get this in the bundle. Is it worth £30? It's a handy accessory to have in that you can attach your Joy-Cons and, charge it up and use it, etc. I will say though, I am not a fan of it. I think the original Joy-Con grip here, I thought it was horrible to use. It's just a horrible controller. It's just too small, too cramped. I mean, you get it with the package anyway, so you might end up using it when friends are around. But as far as paying £30 for it, it's not something I'd like to do. So, yeah, not a fan of the Joy-Con. I hope I'm proved wrong on that. I hope the Joy-Con 2 charging grip is better than the first iteration we got with the Switch. But yeah, it's not an accessory that I'm planning on buying. I will obviously get it with the bundle. So the next one there is an SD card. So you get 256 gigabyte of internal storage, but here you can obviously upgrade it with the MicroSD card. £50. Yeah, so this is an accessory which I'm not going to buy on day one. I'm going to start filling the internal storage, but down the line, it's probably something I will pick up once I've filled the internal storage. It's just something you have to get if you start buying a lot of games and you've got a lot of storage being used. Next up, we have the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. And, this looks very similar to the original Switch Pro controller. The main difference there, as you can see, there's a C button for the game chat. It looks like an excellent controller. It says that it retails here at £74.99, but my hope is we'll see shops selling it for a little bit less, maybe 55, maybe 60. That'd be an easier price to digest. But as far as whether you should buy it or not, well, first thing to note is that Nintendo have said that you can continue using your existing controllers, and that's good news. If you've got any of the existing controllers you were using with your Switch, then you can use them with the Switch 2. You don't have to run out there and spend, £70, $70 on a new controller. So that's good to know. So you should really only buy it if you need it. My situation, I've got the original Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I love it. I've got no doubt the new controller is going to be excellent as well. Yes, this lacks the game chat button, etc., but it's good enough for me, and I suspect it will be good enough in most situations. If I found myself really missing, the game chat feature or something, maybe I would think about selling this and buying the new version. But for any of you, watching this and you don't have a Switch Pro controller already, then I can recommend the Switch 2 Pro controller. Granted, I haven't used it yet, but going by my experience with the Wii U Pro controller and the Switch Pro controller, I've got no doubt it's going to be great. So next up we have the Nintendo GameCube controller, which you can see is £58.99. You can't actually see it, it's just putting you to a waiting list. This controller, I believe, can only be used if you're playing GameCube games with Nintendo Online. And if you are going to be playing a lot of GameCube games, it's a very expensive way to play GameCube games, but for certain games, if you're going to be playing Smash Brothers or whatever, maybe this is a controller you're going to buy. I love the GameCube. I had it. I had a ton of games for it back in the day. I'm not sure I feel comfortable spending £60 on a controller for it, but I might end up eating those words and buying it. I don't know. At this time, though, I don't have any plans to buy it. So next up, we have the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, $50. A Type-C port that connects to the top of your console, 1.5 meter cable, 1080p. So I'm not sure. I've not really looked into this yet as far as whether the Switch 2 is going to work with a lot of different webcams, whether we'll see another camera down the line. But by the looks of it, this is the best option at the moment. I don't believe that I'm going to buy it on day one. It's not something I'm planning on buying for release day, but I may change my mind. If there's certain games that I'm playing support the Switch 2 camera, if it's going to make it more fun, I might just buy it. I know £50 is a lot for a camera like that. I mean, they're obviously making a healthy profit on it, like they are on all of these accessories. But if it makes it more fun, if we're playing the games and they're a lot more fun because of the camera, then £50, the way that I'm looking at it, keep it for 5 years, £10 a year to have that functionality. You buy it once, you don't have to buy it again. So yeah, I'll probably end up buying it at one point. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case, £66.99. So this is clearly a case for someone who needs to take everything with them. They need to take a few controllers, they need to take the power adapter, they need to take the dock. This is a big case that you would use if you need to take everything with you with the Switch 2. All your games, all your controllers, the dock, the power accessories, etc. So yeah, this looks quite good in that regard. It's not something I need. I don't think it's something I'm going to buy, but it's quite pricey. Personally, though, I will say, if this is something that I thought that I needed, that I did need to transfer everything like that, I would probably wait and just see what third-party companies are going to be offering, case-wise, on Amazon, on eBay, etc. I suspect we're going to see a lot of really cheap cases which are good and not as pricey. But if you're looking for a high-quality case, I've got no doubt that that's going to be good. I'm just not sure it's worth that kind of money. Does look like a good case though, not something that I think I'll need. Okay, there's another express card, I've already discussed that. Okay, Joy-Con set of two, £16.99. I've still got the wheels for the Nintendo Wii from back in the day in the Wii U. £16.99. Yeah, again, they're making a healthy profit from this, but this is something I might actually buy for day one of the Switch 2 being released, because I've got the bundle with Mario Kart World, and it's something that me and my son could probably play together. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, just for Mario Kart and any other driving games that I pick up down the line. So yeah, it's a cheap buy in my opinion. Yes, you're only going to use it with certain games, but I think it's going to make certain games a lot more fun. I'm looking at it as a way to play Mario Kart. So I think that's £16.99. Yeah, I'm going to buy that for release day. Okay, next one, Piranha Plant camera for Nintendo Switch 2. I'm still not sure about this one. So this is a wee kind of portable USB camera. It's pretty cool. It looks really cool. It's quite portable, and you can see it there. But I'm not sure why you would buy that over the other one. So it is cheaper. It's £33.99 there. But the key thing to note here, one is produced by Hori, so I guess it is still official, but the key thing here is the resolution. The other camera was 1080p. This one is 640 by 480. So yeah, I'm not sure why you would get this one. I know it looks fun and kids might like it, etc. But I think the other camera makes more sense as far as having a more powerful camera, 1080p instead of 640 by 480. So yeah, it's not something I'm going to buy. I'm not sure why you would buy that. I know it's more portable, etc. But I think the other camera makes more sense. Maybe that's the camera to buy if you need something to travel with. I don't know. You guys tell me. Okay, Nintendo switched to carrying case and screen protector, £20.99. This looks good. This looks like it could be a good buy. So once again, I do think that this is where third-party companies are pretty good. You can pick up, third-party cases really cheap. This is the one that I had for my Switch for years. And it was, I think this was, it was under $10. It was a great case. It had everything that I needed, just for taking it out for the day. So cases like that are really good, but I think £20.99 for launch day, not too expensive. So you get a screen protector. Although if you look down here, it looks like it's a film screen protector rather than tempered. So that's maybe another thing to take into account. I think the case does look good. It's good that they throw in a screen protector, but I went with a tempered glass screen protector with my Switch, which granted, as you can see here, is very, very reflective. But I'm personally okay with that rather than the film. I'm happy with it being a little bit more reflective just because it's got more protection. So this is a maybe for me. I think it looks good. I think the case looks good, but I want to see what other cases are going to be available before I decide to buy it or not. But I might buy this one, but I'll maybe look at third-party company options as well. Okay, finally, the Joy-Con to £74.99. Jeez, these are expensive, aren't they? So I've been very vocal about the fact that I don't like the original Joy-Cons. I think they're terrible. I think they're overpriced. I really do think that these Joy-Cons are one of the worst controllers that Nintendo have ever released. They all had stick drift. The buttons are too small. They're just cheap. It just feels cheap, and these sell for like 60 or 70, and it's just a rip-off. I'm hoping these new Joy-Cons are better. And I know they're magnetic and all that, and that's good, but I'm hoping the actual controller is better, just from a gaming perspective. Obviously you get the Joy-Cons too with your bundle when you buy the Nintendo Switch 2. So the question really is, would you buy another set? And it really comes down to the games that you're playing. I mean, if you're playing one-player games, or you only play the odd kind of party game, you might not need a second Joy-Con set. But if you're playing a lot of games with friends that you utilize the Joy-Cons as Joy-Cons, then that's a different story, and maybe you'll just have to buy them. But hopefully you'll be able to pick them up a little bit cheaper. I don't have any plans to buy that on release date. I've obviously got the older Joy-Cons. I've got the Switch Pro controller from the original Switch. I think I'll be happy with what I've got just now. But again, it depends on the games down the line. If I'm playing different games, if I'm playing with friends, maybe I'll be forced to buy them. I do think these controllers are pricey though. I really do. I don't grudge the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller as much, just because it's so sturdy and it's such a great controller. But I'm just hoping the Joy-Con 2s are better than the first iteration. Yes. So anyway, guys, that has been my look at the official Nintendo accessories. I'll leave a link to these pages. There's another page here which has a kind of more detailed analysis. It's more like a specifications page with all the Nintendo accessories. It tells you about everything there. So it's worth having a look at that as well. It just kind of gives you a list of all the accessories. So I'll leave a link to that. So please do check them out, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. I really do want to hear from other people. And I'd love to hear if there's any other official accessories that I'm unaware of, or even third-party accessories that you're aware of that I'm not. Please let me know what you're planning on buying on day one. If you've pre-ordered the Switch 2 and you're thinking about what accessories you're going to buy, please do share your opinion down in the comment area. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, thumbs up for the video and subscribe if you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below, and until next time, take care.